This is a Sandy Boy Productions podcast.
Not only did I end up having a fracture, I had two. One of them was a grade 4. The other one was a grade 1, 4 inches long. He goes, so I'm just here to tell you, under no circumstances are you running your race.
Welcome to Finish Lines and Milestones, a podcast for everyday runners. I'm your host, Hallie Bretnacher, and if you run, you're a runner, and every runner has a story. Join me each week as I share these stories and we celebrate finish lines and milestones together. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to make sure that if you are local to Central Indiana, you know about That 5K. Stands for Tori's Hike for Another Tomorrow. It's happening this Saturday, August 15th. It's put on by Christina Hook and her mom, Tuann. If you haven't heard Christina's episode yet, go back to episode 65. It's one that has certainly stuck with me. Her and her family started this race in honor of her sister Tori to raise awareness around mental health. It is a beautiful cause, beautiful community, so if you are local, you should come. This week's episode is brought to you by Athlete Bouquets. More on that in a minute. My guest this week is Dr. Bri Qualizza. She is a nurse, mom of 2 plus an angel baby, former NFL cheerleader, brand new run coach with an energy that is so infectious. We talk about her redemption marathon, a shin injury that you just heard about, and how she is building her own coaching community called Pace and Purpose, one lollygag long run at a time. Let's get into my conversation with Bri. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for doing this. It's so nice to finally meet you in person.
Yeah.
We've interacted a little bit on the internet, but
Yep.
yeah.
Always how it all starts.
And we've probably run by each other or been at the same races many times,
Yep.
as it happens here.
100%. Yeah, and I'm notorious for being creepy. Like Abby, who was on your podcast a few times ago.
Yes.
I met her at the 20 miler for Carmel, and I was just like, hi, Abby. And she's like, I'm like, we have liked each other's things on the internet.
Yeah, for a long time. So we're basically friends.
We're friends. This is just now how we are in person.
Yeah. So this community has been just so fun to get to know.
Really cool.
And so you've been running for a while, since middle school?
Yeah, since middle school. So I started doing track to keep me in shape for dance, and because you just do a lot of really quick things, ideally beautifully, for short little bursts. And so I was like, well, an endurance sport will kind of help me be that. So my event was a mile. I was very bad at it. I was like BC string all the time.
Gosh, a mile. That sounds awful.
Oh my gosh.
So
for
hard.
track, no one cares about. Also, I was bad. So I was not only not good, also a mile. But then one time I did do long jump once at my very short stature, but we didn't have enough kids. And they were like, hey,
Will you just...
gimmicky, you're going to be... And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
okay. So that's always my claim to fame, is I was a track and field athlete.
There you go.
One time.
Yeah. Does high jump count for the field then? Yeah, because
think
it's not
so,
on the
yeah.
track. So
Yeah.
I did that one time, as did Abby Prentice, speaking of. So
See?
we talked
There
about
you
that.
go.
Yeah. So
That is cool.
Dance. When did you start dancing? Before middle school?
3.
Okay,
Yeah, it's been a lifelong
thing.
dance and gymnastics.
And do you have
all the fun
siblings?
things. I have a little brother.
Okay.
Who is now.
So you were the dancer of the family
I was
then.
the dancer. He swam.
Okay,
I
nice.
typically doggy paddle.
Yeah,
when I try
same.
to swim.
Are you from here?
I'm from Terre Haute. So it's on the border, for those who don't know, it's on the border of Illinois and Indiana.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. ISU, Rose Holman is there.
Rose Holman.
Yeah, that's where my husband went. So
Okay, there you go.
So I know the fighting engineers.
Yes, the fighting engineers.
The little elephant.
I'm also married to an engineer. He went to Purdue though, so
That is so funny.
But yeah, same.
Oh, no.
They're the best. It's
are the
great to be
best.
married to an engineer.
We have such cool things.
Mm-hmm.
Everything works.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, it will.
It will. It will very quickly and effectively.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to dance real quick. So you started when you were really little. And what types of dance did you do growing up?
So dance team. So starting in middle school, we did jazz and pom. Pom is basically what you think of, you have pom-poms, you're doing sharp movements, you do the jumps, all the things.
Okay, but they call it pom dance, not cheerleading?
Exactly, because then if you're cheerleading, you're doing the tumbles and all of the things, whereas dance is mainly although now people are so talented, they're doing aerials and they're flipping and they're doing
all the things.
all the things that I never had to do.
Yeah, okay.
And then in high school, we did some hip hop, which led into the collegiate pro stuff very easily and made it kind of blend together, because you think of with the Colts stuff, that's pom and hip hop combined, like cutesy dance.
Yeah. Okay, so in middle school, high school, did you cheer and dance then, or could you only pick one?
You could only pick one.
That's
and
so
because you
interesting.
perform at the football games, you perform at the
So it's
basketball
all,
games.
okay.
And so, yeah, I danced. I went full send into
So
that.
then when you worked with the Colts, you were a cheerleader though versus
Yes.
dance? And so then is it everything
It's
at that point?
everything. So you
Okay,
have
at
some
that level.
women who had been cheerleaders. You have some that were just gymnasts. You have some that danced like me.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
But yeah, I mean, that was fascinating.
And then in college, where did you go to school?
I went to IU,
Okay.
and then I transferred up here freshman year for nursing school.
Okay.
So as much as I went kicking and screaming after going into sophomore year up here at IUI now, it was IUI back then, it was the right choice. I've been at Riley for 15 years. You know,
Wow.
I've just been everywhere doing everything. So it was nice. And it also brought me to where when I was in nursing school, I was able to do the Colts because I was up
Wow.
here locally.
Yeah.
Which was
I
really
guess my only
exciting.
frame of reference is when they have the Dallas
I know.
Cheerleaders reality show. And I'm like, oh yeah, like there were a lot of nurses on there, I feel like, where they
Yeah,
do.
because you can do 312s,
Yeah.
you know, and then you can just
And then just-
organize it.
Geez. I mean, I was like, that is nuts, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Yeah.
You know, because we did like 5-hour practices on Tuesday and Thursday. And then you would just, it was nuts.
Wow. How long did you do that?
Just one season, because then I
Okay.
graduated nursing school and
Okay.
it was just a lot. And so I'm like, all right.
I can only imagine. It has to be so intense.
It was so
And
intense. And
Interesting. Like, I feel like body image stuff.
Yeah,
had to
you
be
know,
interesting.
what's really funny is it got so much better with the Colts than it ever was growing up, because I was like, I mean, probably 90 pounds
Oh
my
gosh,
entire
yeah.
life.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? You'd
But I-
already dealt with that your whole life.
Yeah, but then like I gained 10 or 15 pounds with the Colts because it was all muscle. And I think that was finally the shift where I was like, oh no, you can be strong and like look great and
Yes.
have muscle. And it was fascinating because I was like, oh, this is the healthiest I've ever,
Been.
been and looked, and I'm,
That's great to
moving
hear.
muscle and stuff.
Yeah.
So that part was really refreshing for me, coming
Yeah.
from dancing your whole life. Not that I had struggled with it, but it's something that everybody talks about.
Right, all the time, I'm sure.
All the time.
So you're always conscious of it, whether it's
Yes.
something you struggle with or not.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess the track and field you said
Just-
in middle
yeah,
school.
just
And
track.
so that was
And
to
then
help with your stamina for dance.
And I
Okay.
did that in high school for a couple years as well. Lettered in that too. Again, I was not good. I
Believe me, I went to Westfield High School back when it was small.
Oh, okay.
And so I
Yeah.
played, I lettered in.
You could play everything.
Yeah,
I mean, I
a bunch
lettered
of
in show choir.
Yeah.
I was like, I had like
They
4
let
letters.
me play anything. I would just show up, and if you can run around, then you're good to
Yes.
go.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then they would just let you free. And so I would run to Taco Bell.
Oh, that's
and,
funny.
Eat and then run
Stop
back.
it. That's great. Perfect.
This is insane.
Yeah,
But,
that's
you know.
insane. Okay, so your husband went to Rose Holman. So how'd you meet your husband?
Howl at the Moon
Oh,
downtown.
excellent. Tell people about that bar who may not know what it is.
So it is a dueling piano bar. It's on Georgia, I believe, in downtown Indianapolis. So we were out for 2 separate birthday parties, and we met in line. His buddy Cameron struck up a conversation with the girls and all of this stuff. And then we saw them again inside, and one of my buddies, she was talking to Ryan first, and I just, in typical fashion, I was like, "Hi, I'm Bri. We should talk." Instead.
Oh my gosh. That's so
I was
great.
like, "Bye, Jess."
Yeah. Excuse me.
See you later.
Bye. That's great.
It was ridiculous, but that was almost 10 or 11 years ago.
Okay.
So- and he had season tickets the season I was cheering, but we didn't really
Oh, interesting.
yeah. So he saw me.
Okay.
He saw me
Yeah.
dance. He just wasn't my boyfriend at the time.
That's so funny. So, okay, were you a cheerleader at the time you met?
I was, yep. And
Okay.
then he but it was like towards the end of it.
End of the season.
and-
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And why did you decide it was too much with nursing school and then going to have a full-time job and then doing it?
And
Yeah.
it was just, it was just a lot. Because it was, they travel, I think, less now. You never went to the away games, but I mean, we went to Mexico for a calendar shoot. We always had to have the hair done. We had to do.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's
it was
fun.
crawzy. Yeah. So somewhere out there,
But
there's
you never
a
went to away
calendar
games. That surprises
picture of
me.
me. Yeah. They just the home cheerleaders do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for the Super Bowl. And my year was Deflategate. And so we were like this close. I'm still mad about it.
Wow.
Like, I could have gone to the playoffs. I could have been at a Super Bowl on the sidelines.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Tom Brady, I have his number.
Yeah. I don't think anybody, local to Indiana
Exactly.
likes Tom Brady, but
Yeah.
yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mexico. So there's a calendar. You don't have it? Why don't you have it?
I do have it.
Okay.
I mean, I have a giant locker room poster just in our basement.
That's so great. Well, yeah, you have to keep
And
that.
Ryan's like, what are we doing with this? And I'm like, I'm not throwing it away.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, turn it into a cardboard cutout for her 40th birthday in a few years.
just
Yeah. Or for her next marathon.
for the next marathon.
That's a good idea. You're welcome.
Noted.
Yeah. Somebody do that. Okay. So then you've been a nurse
Yep.
for your whole career. At Riley the whole time?
At Riley the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. So yeah, while I was cheering, I also worked as a tech, so like a student nurse, twice a week. I was in Resource Center, so you floated around Methodist, Uni, and Riley, just going to all the different units who needed help. And that's when I'm like, okay, well, this is where I want to be.
Also, okay.
And so I started in the cancer center there. I was there for a few years before transitioning to what we call the sedation team. So we do a lot of procedures, and I worked with the PICU, so the ICU physician, sedating kiddos for procedures while I got my master's. And then I taught for a little bit. And then now I just got my doctorate this year. And
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And now I do quality improvement for the PICU. So I'm back in the ICU. I do process improvement, quality metrics, data management stuff. And
Cool.
it's phenomenal.
That's incredible.
It's the best because my anxiety cannot handle bedside anymore now that I have two kids of my own.
Well, yeah, and we'll get to the kiddo stuff too, but I'm sure that what you went through also, gosh, I can only imagine the horror of knowing too much information.
You know
when
too
you're a
much. I am
nurse.
so crazy for these poor kids. Like,
Yeah.
everybody send them good vibes and luck growing up with me.
No, they're in good hands, clearly.
Yeah. It's so funny because we freak out about two different things. You know, Ryan freaks out about, I'm like, oh, that's not too much blood. We're fine.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, if they look at a lawnmower while you are mowing, they will not be outside. And he's like, okay.
Like, I've seen too much. That has to be interesting as a parent for sure.
It's very odd. So so now I'm away from the bedside. I get to talk to the nurses when they're doing the phenomenal work that they do. I would not have been able to get my doctorate project done without the bedside staff. And then I was able to get published, like, just crazy.
So now we should call you Dr. Qualizza.
Yes,
Did I say it right?
Dr. Qualizza. Yes, you did it.
Dr. Qualizza.
I know. For my graduation, Ryan did have them call me Dr. Mommy for
That's fun.
for a while. And I was like,
Dr.
that
Mommy.
is. That's
Yes.
me.
Wow. Yeah. Congrats. That's really amazing.
Yeah, and I can
So
do
much
no more
work.
school unless I switch careers. So
You're like, I'm now done.
I'm done.
Yeah. Wow. That is a lot of school.
It's so much. It's ridiculous. The next role that I would fade into in nursing requires a doctorate. And I told Ryan, I'm like, I might as well just get it done while the kids have no activities. Like,
I mean,
because then if an opportunity presents itself,
then you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm not going to be limited by a degree.
Good for you. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And okay, your first half marathon was in 2013.
It was, yes.
And okay, so where was that in your life?
Mini. It was the Mini. It was junior year of nursing school, I believe. So there were like 7 of us that went. It was the funniest thing because I had never run that far. Training was like fine, you know, not a big deal. But then I got my medal, I took a picture, and then I just drove back. I was dating a guy who had a baseball game that day. So then I was just like, all right, I'm getting in my car and going. And I'm like, looking back, I'm like, no, you should think how cool that is. That's a really amazing feat.
Yeah.
This started this trajectory on something that's so important to you. But
Yeah.
So the Mini was my first one. And then we just kind of faded into it and
Okay. Yeah.
haven't really stopped except for having babies since.
So how many times have you done the Mini?
Ooh, so I think I've done like 10 or 11 halves, probably half of those. Maybe 4 or 5 of them are the Mini.
Okay.
I know I have the milk jug, I have the race car.
Oh yeah, for the medals.
You just
for
go
sure.
by the medals.
Yep.
The little 2013 one. But.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has your 5-year-old done the rookie run or anything like that yet?
So we couldn't make it this year. I really wanted to, but we have a camper, and so we were camping that weekend.
fun.
It's so fun because we did a lot of tent camping. We had a pack and play, 2 dogs, and a cot, and
Stop.
us in the tent 2 years ago. And Ryan finally was like, "Should we maybe have a vehicle?" I'm like,
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think so.
smart. That's crazy. I'm not a tent camper.
Oh no! So was not really, but then humble brag on my husband. He did the Appalachian Trail, so he did Maine to Georgia on foot.
Whoa.
And he's so cool. And so he was like, "That's fine. This is great. We have a plan." And I'm like, "Okay, great comparatively to bears trying to eat us, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, well, at least
An
he knows
RV
what he's
is
doing.
lovely.
Yeah, an RV. That's what I did as a kid. We did RV trips.
so fun.
Yeah, but
It's
we
so
we didn't camp outside as a result because we had our camper.
yeah, because you had the camper.
Yeah,
which
which was fine by me.
And it's great memories."
Such good memories. Yeah. So, okay, so you did the Mini a handful of times. You've done other races. Now you're an ambassador for Geist.
An ambassador.
Very cool.
So cool. Yeah, so that race is September 12th, code Bri 10. But I did the 5K for Geist last year, and then I just started, I'm getting more into this, and I was getting my certification for run coaching, and I'm like, okay, let's just like fully dive in.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Let's just do
it. Well,
it.
when we get to talking about your race calendar,
it's insane.
Yeah.
And coming off of an injury, I mean, that's just, I can't say it's the smartest decision
well,
of my life.
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Come 2027,
Yeah.
we'll know.
It looks like a blast. So
It looks so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So let's talk about becoming a mom, because that's such a big piece of your story.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a big part of my love.
Yeah. For what you do. Yeah. So what year was that?
So I became a mom. So with our first, we ended up losing our first babe. So that was Charlie. That was in 2020.
No, it wasn't.
And it was in the height of the pandemic.
Bri.
I went full nurse on this too, because it was COVID and it was 2 months after everything. And they tried to tell me my husband couldn't come back for the surgery because I had to have a surgery. I had to have two because I was hemorrhaging.
Jeez.
It was insane. And they were like, well, because of the restrictions. And I was like, I will call every single person I know within this facility. He is coming back. And they were like, well, and I was like, you can provide him with the PPE. Do you need a fake badge? And they're like, that's...
Yeah.
And I was like, this is after hours. Everybody's gone. You can test him if you would like. Because he wasn't allowed any appointment with me when they told me we had lost Charlie. Like, because he's just, poor guy, was like in the hallway.
Okay, let's talk about what it was like. Well, I guess it was just before. So 2 months after the world shut down is when you were pregnant when all this was happening. How was that experience?
It was...
As a first-time mom being pregnant.
So odd. It was so odd because I'm, anxious to begin with. So I'm like, well, I don't want to be around anybody who could potentially hasten any loss that ended up occurring. And so I was really nervous. And then we went in, we had lost any heartbeat and all that. So we ended up having a couple surgeries. But then we got pregnant with Noah, and that pregnancy was so much worse.
Oh, great.
Because I had known what could happen. So the Charlie pregnancy wasn't bad until it was.
Right, okay.
And then with Noah, I mean, God bless my mom, she'd be like, are you excited for... No,
I'm actually,
When are you going to paint I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
It was crazy. And so I think that Noah's pregnancy was probably tougher on it because I didn't move for a while after we lost Charlie because I was just, sad. And we were like, okay, well, we need to get clearance. We need to do all of these things to be able to move again. And I remember we were about 6 or 7 weeks after we had lost him. And we went to Colorado with my brother and sister-in-law live out there. And we went, and Ryan's like, I think we should do this hike. It's called Mount Ida. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And it was so hard. And I got to the top of the mountain. I smiled, did all the things. And then it was a really tough hike back. It was so windy. It was cold. I wore shorts inexplicably. And I was just so mad at my body, at my legs, at my heart for no good reason. I had to take a break, but I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is a waste of my time being on this mountain. Insane thoughts. But then come... Noah delivered, beautiful, healthy boy. And I tried to be active throughout his pregnancy. And I remember telling myself, and it was the best thing for anybody who was struggling with maintaining physical fitness while you're pregnant. I was like, give 10 minutes a day. You can try to work out. You can try to move for 10 minutes. If it still is trash, by the end of that 10 minutes, you tried.
Yeah.
And 80% of the time, I was able to make it, 20, 30, an hour.
Yeah.
Whether that was yoga, whether that was a jog, a walk, anything like that. Yeah. And so once I got through that, I started sinking again where I was just full mom mode. And so I told Ryan, I was like, I think I need to start teaching group fitness because I had coached a dance team. I coached some high schoolers before and throughout my pregnancy with Noah. I was like, I think I need to coach something to stay active. And so Noah was 14 months and I ended up getting a coaching job at CycleBar. And
it's which one?
It was Fisher's.
Okay, all right. I never
May
been
she
to
rest
that
in
one.
peace.
Yeah,
all of them closed.
Did they all? Even Traders Point.
Traders
was the one I
Point
went
held
to.
on for the longest time, but then they also closed.
Yeah.
So
it's a tough business.
It's
man.
really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, because cycling's great. I mean, I love it. I have a bike in my basement.
Yeah,
I love it.
Big
You have a
Peloton. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just maintaining classes, I had a few that I had 1 or 2, maybe 3 people in.
Right. Totally. You're like,
hey,
let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna yell at you.
And you're not even doing it for a video of people like you're a Peloton instructor, right? It's like you're just then there for the people that are there.
Yeah. And it was great. But yeah, it was funny because I got right into that. And then I ended up coaching that until I was 8 months pregnant with Eva. And that just kind of kept spiraling. And then Eva turned about a year old, and finally I told Ryan, I'm like, all right, we're racing again. We're doing all the things. We're proud of our body. We're going. And he's like, yeah, let's go. Because he'd been able to continue doing whatever he wanted.
Right. As the man.
He just could. And so then I think it was, what was the last race? The 50th was 25. And so I got back in 24, and I did my first mini again since 2018.
Okay. Oh, wait. 50th. Right? 50th was this year.
Was this year.
Yeah.
Is that the
2026?
Yeah, it's already 2026.
I know. I do know what year it is. That
I
is
do
all
not. It turns out.
It's okay. It's all right. Hey, for anybody else who didn't know, now they know.
The 49th running
of
the mini.
There you go. Okay. So was that your first race back as mom of
postpartum?
Yeah. And so the proper way to talk about, are you a mom of 3? Do you say you're a mom of 3?
So it's kind of tough, because I typically say, I have 2 babies and an angel baby.
Okay.
I have like my little bracelets, and so we have the little
the
rainbow, because it's we never got to meet. Never got to meet Charlie, so we don't know. I always say him, but we didn't even make it. We didn't get genetic testing, and so it just like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
that I feel, but I don't
know. Right.
But it's a very interesting thing because you can't tell the kids yet. Like we have a stuffed bunny that we had used to tell our families, like, hey, we're pregnant, and the kids play with it now. And Noah's like, did I get this when I was a baby? And I'm like, yes.
Kind of. I let you seen it when you were a baby? Yeah, I don't
like it wasn't for you.
So wait, the kids don't know about Charlie?
No.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, know
it's a weird thing. They're young.
They're like
tough
little ones.
Well, kindergarten they start getting a lot smarter. Where you're like, wow, those are really good questions.
Yeah, and so maybe this is the
maybe it'll
he'll go to kindergarten and then we'll just
be like, there's
a little baby
really
watches over you and is up there.
How many weeks?
We were about 12 or 13.
Okay,
in the middle there, and so we got past what I felt was safe. We got past 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so and then it was, we had the loss. And then, like I had said, we were camping in a tent.
Yeah.
And the nurse and me, I remember I went and I told her, I was like, hey, so I'm hemorrhaging a lot of blood. And he was like,
you in a tent?
Yeah, because luckily there was a bathhouse. And so I went to the bathhouse and he was like, what? And I was like, let's just see if it continues. And he was like throwing the tent in the truck.
He was like, absolutely not, you crazy lady.
He was like, no, we're going. And I'm like, we can wait. And he's like, no, that's crazy. We're going to leave.
Jeez, that's so crazy.
Yeah. So
do they know what caused it?
No.
And we didn't. Nuts.
Yeah. And we didn't do any like testing or anything. We were just like, well, we'll just sit in the grief and the unknown and come out the other side stronger. I gotta say that. I mean, our communication got a lot better. I think our parenting is better for it because as hard as it is, they are 3 and 5. We try to be more patient and like thankful and
we are so lucky to have these kids.
Yes, and totally. we do a lot of that with the kids. Like, how lucky are we that we were able to like we went to Hot Wheels this weekend and got a suite. Like,
that's the best.
Felt so cool, you know. And I was like, how lucky are you guys? We're able to like do these really cool things and be with our friends.
Yes, it's incredible.
And I know they're gonna grow up thinking I'm just some sort of crazy woman who's like, yes, of course, we're lucky, great. Great, Mom.
No, that's good. That's the best though, because I feel like living where we live, it's hard for the kids to truly understand how lucky they are.
Yes, when you really think about it, and and we're like my day to day, I'm like, guys, how blessed are we?
Yeah,
really, very. Okay.
So the 49th Mini was your first race back after Eva.
After Eva. Yes.
And then, so between then, when you lost Charlie, had Noah, you stayed active, but you didn't necessarily run any races during that time?
Nope. I did a couple 5Ks, like a jog walk situation. And I was like, this is great. And then you become a mom and you're like, no, I can do anything.
Well, especially after what you went through and survived.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, my body is cool and capable, and I don't have to be the fastest person out there, but I'm going to go and I'm going to run my butt off. I might pass out. I might not.
Yeah.
And the 49th, the 25 Mini was so fun. It was just because Ryan was able to, he runs much faster than me. And he was able to be on the sidelines of that one. Like he finished and then made it back.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was the first time he'd been able to cheer for me at a race.
Yeah, that's really special.
And I was just like, I'm not even emotional. And I'm like teary and like, this is so nice.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I didn't mean to make you.
Yeah, and you're like, but it's good crying. It's just,
I was like, it's just happy. And then, and then this year I was able to PR from a pre-baby half.
Yeah, that feels good. I've done that. It took forever.
Yeah.
But then you realize, oh, I
best
can be
feeling.
faster than I was.
Faster than my 20s?
Right. Crazy.
Insane.
But true.
So
There's
true.
hope. There's hope.
There's hope. I know. And now I'm just like, okay, well, we're going to do sub 2 next mini. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Yeah.
And I'm working with Sara Farney, and she was like, let's get through the injury recovery. I'm like, oh, yeah. No, for sure. Complete Geist. And then
we're going to do this one. And then I just signed up for this one. Sarah's like, okay.
I sent her the countdown app, and I was like, you are with me for so long. And she's like, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's the best. Well, I mean, I know that she loved cheering on her athletes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What point did you become a coach?
Recently. So Chrissy, my buddy who had reached out to you, she was like, she's getting into running. She's doing her first half is going to be Monumental, and she's doing the 10K for Geist. And she's like, I want you to make my plans. I want you to be my coach. And I said, absolutely. Let me get certified because I need to do this with science. I don't need to do this with vibes. I need to just like, you should probably run more.
Yeah.
Maybe less. Like, let's not do that. And so I started coaching her, and then her husband got on board, and that was recently. That was a couple weeks ago. And it was so funny because then I have 3 other people who were like, hey, like whenever you're ready to take on more people. And I told Ryan, I was like, oh, I need a name. I need a logo.
Yay.
I need a website. And he was like, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So I have Pace and Purpose is now
love.
Have a logo with me running with the 2 kids and the little, like, it's very cute. I like it a lot.
That's
Made
amazing.
an Instagram yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I would love to cheer all these people on, and how much confidence Sara has given me. And
right. I know. I'm so thankful for having had
Rachel,
a coach.
yeah.
Rachel's
I mean,
great. But I never knew that's like was a thing.
No. And we talk about it all the time because I had someone text me yesterday. She's like, will you coach below average athletes? And I was like, oh my God.
That is what I do.
That's my sweet spot.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I was like, also like running is not average. People don't do that.
Yeah. That's hard to remember sometimes in this world.
Because you get inundated with all of this stuff.
Amazing things.
All these amazing things. And I'm surrounded by all these phenomenal people. And so I'm like, okay, I can be the slow hype girl. We're good. I can create a great plan for you, and you still be faster than me and
100%.
achieve your goals.
Right. Yeah.
And that's been very weird
Yeah.
to lock into because I want to be fast and I want to be, and I'm like, you're 5'2", ma'am. Like, let's just.
Hey, well, I mean, you can get faster as you get older. And I think what I've learned and just talking to so many people about it is it's like, you can if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't
have to.
You don't have to ever try to PR.
Yeah. You can just vibe.
You can just,
Like,
you don't have to wear a watch. You don't have to have
Kevin,
strap. I mean, it's just so crazy. Yeah.
Insane. You don't have to do any of that. You can, like I've been saying, because one of my athletes that I'm coaching.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Ooh-ah. He was like, oh, like I could go faster. I'm like, you don't have to though. Like an easy run is a lollygag. Just fine.
Right.
Like it's going to feel slow. We're building the aerobic
It should
base.
feel
like you can go all day. That's it. That's the point.
Yeah.
And it's so hard when you want to like do more.
Right. Absolutely.
But you don't have to. Like,
yeah. Well, congratulations. That's huge.
thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And when did you do your first marathon? And what made you go there?
My marathon. So that is why I'm so mad at Carmel for getting rescheduled because I wasn't injured for the first one. Oh my gosh, not really. It was the right choice. But it was so funny. So it was in 2016. I went to San Antonio for the rock and roll. They do St. Jude fundraising. So I was a charity runner. And
do you follow Hillary Burgess? Do you know who that is?
I do not.
You should. She's from San Antonio anyway.
Ooh, okay.
That's made me think of her.
No, I should.
She's the only person I know who lives there. So
no, and I was like, and I'm like, okay, I'm going for this bigger purpose. I wore all my patients because I was working on the cancer center at the time. I wore all of their bracelets.
That's really special. Jeez.
And it was awful. It was so bad. It was like, I think I was a 6 hour, which again, looking at the pace per mile, that's still 13 minutes. Like that's a fine pace.
Yeah.
That's a fine pace. But you have analysis paralysis and you compare yourself. But I stopped at almost every medical tent for my ankle. I would take ibuprofen and Tylenol at everyone. I yelled at this poor spectator because he was like, it's right around the corner. And then it was a cul-de-sac. Came back around. I passed him again. And I was like, you effing liar, this and that. And he was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But it was before watches. So I had no idea how far I had gone. I didn't know if I still had 4 miles, And
what year? So what year was it?
2016.
Okay, 2016.
And so I went and I called Ryan crying from like a curb, I think at one point. And he was like, just get your butt
Were
off
you
and
married
walk.
at that time?
We were,
16?
no, we were
Okay.
dating.
Okay.
And he was like, get your butt off the curb and walk. He was like, you can just move forward. And I was like, okay, this hurts. And he was like, I know, keep going.
Yeah,
It's
you're supposed to
fine.
do that, yeah.
But I had an injury in my ankle and I ended up having ankle surgery the week after that marathon.
Oh.
So, whatever. Got it done.
Whoops.
And
What was wrong with it?
It was insane. It was like an extra bone had been like cutting into my tendon. So like some people have an extra bone in their ankle. And because I kept running, it was like scraping the tendon.
That sounds really horribly
and causing
painful.
all sort of damage.
Jeez.
So they took that out. And I remember the physician was like, did you run that marathon? And I go, yeah, I told you I was going to.
Yeah.
Obviously. I said I was going to do it. You're in there anyway. Just scrape it out.
Did you have the surgery scheduled when you did the marathon?
I did.
Stop it, Bri.
I did.
I thought it was like not emergency, but like, hey, okay, finally you need to get this done so you can like.
Nope. December 12th. I think the race was like December 4th or something.
Okay.
It was so dumb. But I was like, I raised this money. These kids are going through more than I'm going
Right.
with my ankle. Like, I'm not going to be
Yeah.
a charity runner and not do it.
Yeah,
And so I did. And then I was like, I will never do another one.
of course.
Ever. I was like, I am a half girly.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. And then I ran last year's mini. And I'm like, nah, we got to do that again.
Redemption.
Yeah. And so the whole thing was redemption marathon all through like my socials and my training and all that.
Oh no.
And so did the 20 miler with the Carmel Run Club. I felt so good. I was like,
Do they do? Is that 20 miler on a lot of the course? Is that the course
is.
preview?
It was a course
20
preview.
Okay.
And
I've never
so
done that, but it sounds perfect.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was well organized. Gabby, who I think has been on your podcast, I ended up talking with her because she and my husband ended up working at the same company. So it was a course preview. We met at the brewery, did the whole thing. I ended up running with this girl named Lydia because we ended up kind of going, and it was the most motivating thing because we probably spoke 10, 20 sentences to each other the entire time, but we were like next to each other. Had never met, just like...
There's something about that you just like know. You're like, we're just in this.
It was great.
together.
And then she was like kind of heading like a little faster than me for the last mile. And I was like, oh, you're good. I'll see you at the end. It's fine. And she was like, okay, cool. Thanks. But then she was waiting for me at the end. And then I was like, this is it. Like, this is the community.
This is cool. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so felt great. Did all that. Started the taper. Had the postponement or whatever. I'm like, not a problem. Fine. Did the mini. And then I was telling Coach Sara, I'm like, okay, in the 16 miler, I was dehydrated. I felt kind of bad, but it's fine. And then I did, I think, one more 18 miler. I'm like, well, we got it done, but like, I'm still hurting, And she was like, maybe go see a doctor just to make sure.
What was hurting?
My shin. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's weird. Fine. And I went and saw a physician and he was like, okay, where's your pain? And he was like, all right, we need an MRI. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, when's your next race? I'm like, it's in 2.5 weeks. And he was like, I don't think you're running it. And I'm like, I hear you. It's like,
Such a runner.
Understood. And I said, however, I go, am I correct if you think that this is a fracture? I was like, it can be grade 1 to 4. And he's like, yeah. And I go, listen, if it's a grade 1 or 2, my butt's on the course. And he was like, okay, but like, then you have to put a boot on. Can you wear a boot until then? And I was like, yeah, yes, I will be a star patient.
Oh my gosh.
And so he was like, yes, wear the boot. We'll get your MRI scheduled. So not only did I end up having a fracture, I had two fractures. One of them was a grade 4.
What?
All the way to the bone marrow. Complete fracture. The other one was a grade 1, 4 inches long. And they called me. And he goes, hey, so I'm just here to tell you, under no circumstances are you running your race. And I go, okay, let me ask. And he was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, but what could happen? It was like the nurse in me. Like, what could happen if I did it? If I wrapped it up real good? And he was like, your bone is not connected. It could come through your skin and cause permanent nerve damage. I'm like, that seems like a bad enough consequence.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure your husband was like, what are you thinking?
Yeah. He's like, you don't need to do this. And I was like, the 20 miler felt so good. I'm like, we're doing this. It's redemption. And he's like, I don't think we are.
Gosh, that had to be hurting for a while too, though. Even,
but like,
how did
not enough to be that dramatic of a break. Like, you should have hurt more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that sounds insane.
Well, they did do labs, and my vitamin D was like single digits. It's supposed to be like 40 to 60 or something, and it was 9.
Ooh,
And then it was also funny too, because one of those physicians, she was like, well, she goes, once you get out, it's been winter. So when you get outside, I go, I run outside a lot. And she's like, oh no. So it was probably lower. So I think just brittle bones and just continual doing
That's nuts, Bri.
It's insane. I'm like,
and you had the postponement. So your injury didn't even, okay, so you had kind of a double whammy there.
Yeah. So I was like,
Oh,
I
man.
could
And
have
you
run
did
in
the-
the garbage weather.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't injured back then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Garbage weather is right.
Oh my gosh. And it was a terrible day.
It would have been not a really
the
fun
day of the
day,
actual
but-
race, I went and cheered on some of my friends, and I'm like, this would have been perfect. This is nice.
It was warm, but
Yeah, true. At
Yeah.
least they pushed it up.
Yes.
Like the 7:00 start was so smart.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah, and they said they had a ton of ice that they ended up not using a lot of it because it got hot, but they were like we are going to be prepared. If it's 90 degrees, we are going to have all of the ice that there is.
because you have to.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be prepared.
Oh man, okay, so now
Oh my gosh. Also with Carmel, one I forgot. So I got your athletic bouquets, Carmel 26.2, because I was like, Redemption Marathon, I get my new mug.
oh,
So I was sitting on my desk. And I told Ryan, I go, I'm going to stare at that until next year. And he was like, that's not the healthiest thing to do. I was like, I'm going to look at it.
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is motivating. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I you
look
have-
at it every time
and
I'm
you're like,
remotely working.
Okay,
I'm like,
there, it's coming. You're
it's
like,
coming.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Catch me in April.
That's right.
But and then I
Yeah.
got antsy, and coming up next, I'm gonna do Monumental.
Monumental in November.
It'll be great. It'll
Okay,
be
so let's continue the story about this crazy shin issue
This
with like the
nonsense.
broken bones. Okay, so did you have to have surgery on that? Quick break in the show to do something I normally don't do, and that is promote my own business. If you didn't know this, I actually have my own small business. It's called Athlete Bouquets, where you celebrate the finish lines and milestones of the people you love by going to athletebouquets.com. Think of it like an edible arrangement, but for runners. It comes in a mug that can be race specific and has things like blister band-aids, fuel, lip balm, peanut butter, all the things somebody might need and want for a race, and a great way to celebrate somebody who's done something amazing or is training to do something amazing. Visit athletebouquets.com and you can use code podcast for 10% off of your order. All right, back to my conversation with Bri. Okay, so let's continue the story about this crazy shin issue with like the broken bones. Okay, so did you have to have surgery on that?
No, thankfully. So
Okay.
I was in a boot for 10 weeks,
Oh my.
and I'm
Awful.
I'm so stubborn. If you haven't
Yeah.
noticed. But my daughter had her 3rd birthday. She wanted to go to the zoo, so I'm hobbling in the zoo in my boot. We went camping. I'm going in Brown County trails in the boot. I'm like,
Not gonna let this keep me down.
this isn't gonna stop me from doing the fun thing.
Jeez, well, good for you. I mean, yeah, what else are you gonna do? Not do stuff?
I'm not gonna. They're toddlers.
Yeah, right.
We have to do those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 weeks. And then I had my follow up with the physician, and he was so funny. He was like, okay, so what do we need to do? And I'm like, you tell me. I was like, I'm good. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, let's talk specifics. He was like, I can tell you don't want to be active. You want to be running. And I was like, correct, sir.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
No, like I'm gonna run a marathon, sir.
Yeah,
this year,
and that's
so.
what I told him. I was like, we are 18 weeks out. So that's where I would like to be. And he was like, okay. Like, you can walk as much as you want. He was like, and then you can start doing a mile at a time. And I was like,
That's
I was like, I hear you. And he was like, that needs to be a 1 to 2 week build. And I said, yes. And this was July 8th. And I go, no, my birthday's tomorrow.
so I'm gonna run.
Can I run on my? And he was like, oh my god.
That's so great. And you did. You ran a mile on your
I
birthday.
did. I ran a mile on my birthday, and it was phenomenal. I was like, this felt great.
Yes.
Thanks. I just wanted to.
Good for
prance
you for
about.
only doing 1 mile. Proud of you.
Thank you. Because you feel good.
Right. You're like, oh, I'm back.
I'm not even
baby.
tired. I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
After that much time off. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Sarah and I came up with a plan. I'm doing 3 today. It's so
In
hot
this
and humid.
oven,
I might
that's
be
nasty. I ran on my
might be-
treadmill because I was like,
I might be treading it up. Because I'm like,
we could talk about after we're done recording because I'll go down a true crime tangent here if I'm not careful.
I know. Yeah, we need to.
But
yeah.
Worst Neighbor Ever is a good one if you haven't watched it.
I need to watch that
you
one.
do.
Okay.
So there you go. So watch it on the
that's
treadmill
fascinating.
and it'll
Yeah,
be great. The second one's about Indianapolis. So PSA. Anyway, I could talk
PSA.
about. We could go there. For a
It'll
long
be
time.
its own podcast.
It'll be
It'll
true
be like
crime,
runner
running.
interest who also like true crime.
Yeah. But then you don't want like running true crime.
Oh
That
no,
would
I
not be
did
good.
one long run listening to a murder podcast.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, doing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this is...
It's like, that's probably not a good...
Audiobooks are fine.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not
Yeah.
do that. That didn't work well.
Yeah. Okay, 3 today, and then you'll just keep working your way. Do you have follow-up appointments in the interim where they'll make sure you're not like somehow...
As long as I don't have pain,
Okay.
he said we're good. So yeah, my long run is this weekend at 4.5.
Whoop.
Woohoo. So excited. We're starting a Riley Run Club actually Thursday.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to like get routes and stuff together for that because one of my coworkers texted me. She's like, hey.
Oh, that's so fun.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
Yeah. She goes, what do you think about like a run club, whether it's midday before? And I was like, this is my dream. Yes.
Oh, I'm already like thinking about the wagon logo, and I'm like, you could make one of those little kids like look like a runner.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I have to show you. I made a logo for that
you
too.
did?
Because I was like, I got coaching logo.
Yep.
I got this.
Got
like-
this. That's so exciting.
Yeah, and
Cool.
it's so cute. Yeah.
Aw.
And so I'm like, we obviously brought it up in one of our meetings, and I forwarded it to a bunch of people, and they're like, it's July, right? Why are we starting a run club in July? I'm like, they have showers in the hospital.
And also everyone's like, if people are running their, a lot of fall marathon or half marathon trainings happening. Or,
Yeah. Sarah baked it into my training calendar. I'm like, no, this is great. We'll be good.
Excellent.
So hopefully Hillary and I, she's the one that is starting it with me. Hopefully we have the same pace because I don't know. We've never run together.
We'll figure it out.
I need to lollygag.
Yeah. So for that, what's your vision for that? Is it people who work at Riley? Is it Riley families? Is it just like anybody who wants to support us can come?
Our vision right now is coworkers because we're on the like quality and safety practice team.
Yep.
But we have a lot of nurses who live downtown. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't, because for me, I would love to run during the workday, but I'm a big baby. I don't want to run alone downtown. I want to have a buddy. And so we're like, that kind of gives you the space. And so I would love for it to grow. And then I thought, how amazing would it be to have a tent or have a table?
Totally.
Or, because I think about like the full mow that you did. And I'm like, have our little run club be a tent? Like, that'd be a blast, And then immediately one of my buddies is like, so you want us to come bring you snacks? I'm like,
Yes.
yes, and wouldn't it be so much fun for you?
Yeah.
She's like, yes, it would be great.
Well, yeah. I mean, you think about what St. Jude has built too. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, it could just open so many doors.
yeah. So you're going to slowly build and pray for no pain, which I feel like if I was you, I'd be like, well, does it hurt? I don't know if it hurts that bad.
I can't even trust the pain because I'm like, I told Sarah I was dehydrated. Like I had a fracture in 2 of them. And I'm like, I can't trust pain.
Yeah.
So I was looking back at the notes that we had written to each other and I'm like, okay, like if you just feel off, that might just be your
Indicator that like, just make sure. Like if you're starting to maybe almost favor your left and
I'm like, let's just be cool.
Yeah, injuries are just really hard. I'm very much, I'm stubborn too in the fact that like when I tell Rachel about something that's bothering me, it's like after it's been bothering me for a while.
It's been a whole problem.
I'm like,
for a
I
minute.
actually scheduled an appointment to like go to PT. So it's bad.
Yeah,
If I'm doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we met last week and she was like, your long run's going to be like 16 or 18. It's going to be fine. She was like, I know you well enough that you're going to do it. And I'm like, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Right.
And then, because I did tell her, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll be a little bit more generous about my goals on just like enjoy the marathon.
Get it done again.
Yeah.
I mean, the time stuff, no matter what, seems like you're going to have, you're going to want to get a time. I mean,
You can't not.
yeah. I mean, some people maybe are born with the magic of not caring about that, but I'm not one of those people, which brings us to the full mow because that was a good practice for me because it was like, I really went into it being like, I'm not going to look at my watch. I'm not going to care.
Yeah.
And it was hard not to.
Yeah.
Because Rachel and I ended up sticking together the whole time. And then the 2 other women we were with were like, hey, actually, we kind of want to hit this time. And I was like, oh, well, good job.
Great.
Go do that.
Yes,
like,
go
but I
do
am,
that.
yeah.
And
it was tempting to be like, oh, should I see?
Yes. Well,
But,
'cause you're probably-
I didn't feel that great, so it was fine.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
You're like, this is fine. Let's
Hopefully
just
I can
finish
survive
it.
this. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, you think like, I feel like you are probably like me where I'm like, I am hyper competitive with me.
100%.
Do not care what you do.
Yeah.
Do not care what Jane does. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But what I set out to do, I'm so locked into.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I just deferred Carmel to this year. And I was like, okay, like, let's try to like fire it up for Carmel and then enjoy Monumental. Because also my husband's trying to BQ this year is his goal.
Oh boy. Okay. So I was going to ask you how much he runs.
He runs all the time.
Oh, he does. So he supported you at the Mini last year because he had already run it. That's right. Okay. And so has he done a marathon?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's done, Chicago was his first, like how lucky. So cool.
Yeah, that was my first marathon.
And
so good.
And he's done Monumental 2 or 3 times. It's all been pretty local.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he signed up for Monumental too, and then probably Carmel as well. Because he was like, I need to do all of that. But he's happy that I'm running because he stopped to see the kids 3 times last year. Like, lovely and so nice. And he wasn't close last year, so it was fine. He was like, I'm glad that you're not going to have the kids because they would cry if I...
Oh, I've made that. That happened to me with like the 4th of July race. I thought I was going so fast. I thought that I just was like, well, I got to give somebody high fives, but I didn't pay attention to like who. That's big mistake.
Oh, they were locked in.
Should have just not high fived
just do one
at
of these,
all.
like do both of you.
They would have been all mad, but whoops.
You're just locked in. Because it's hard.
But who cares? I know that was me like competing. I was kind of competing because I wanted
you wanted your age
group award, but it's silly, but it's fun.
I know, but it's like it just gives you like that much of an edge, and I think that's
it's fun,
exciting.
As long as it's fun and it's not something that I beat myself up about too much, because the BQ thing is in the back of my mind.
Mine too, and I'm like, I'm so slow. I have so far to go.
You just never know.
But then I think if these go well. If I get faster, if I don't get injured again.
Right. Well, shoot, you'll end up running for Riley at Boston Marathon someday.
Well, I did tell Ryan, I was like, if you BQ, I'm a charity runner.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, we have to do it together.
That would be cool.
And he was like, that's a great idea. And I was like, I would love to like BQ with you.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
I think that's a ways away. I was like, I will gladly raise money and, donate to a cause I'm passionate about and go and experience it with you. So...
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with Rachel for, it's been 5 years now probably. And I've told her maybe at the beginning that was something I was interested in doing, but that I could be patient about it. I could wait.
Yes.
I could do it the right way. Because I also didn't want to, I don't know, I still worry about burnout.
No. I know. I'm a little worried about it this year, but I got so excited.
Well, you were injured for a while, so it's...
I'm like, I had 10 weeks just on the sidelines watching.
Okay, so Geist is next in September.
Next. Yep.
And then Monumental Full.
And then Disney Princess.
That's cool.
We got
Have you ever done one of those?
Back in 2014.
Okay.
I think it was.
I've never done one.
It's interesting because you're on the highway for some of it. Like you're not in the parks that much. And I was, again, so in my head, I think I got a picture with one set of characters. For why? But where I'm not, what are we doing? And then I did tell Sarah, I was like, I bet I could get an age group award at Disney. And she was like, maybe. And I'm like, that's crazy. I could go real fast. And I was like, no, I'm going to be with, because it's me and 2 buddies that are doing it.
Yeah.
But so my friends Chrissy and Shelby were going to go and do it together. And I'm like, no, let's take the pictures, do the thing, look cute.
Cool. Well, it does seem like that's the purpose of those.
It's the fun of it. And the husband's going to come. So we're going to just...
But husbands and no kids?
Husbands, no kids.
Okay.
We do Epcot.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah.
I told Ryan, I was like, I can do all the single riders. I don't need you to sit next to me. This is going to be great.
Yeah, you're like, I'm good to just
quick
be a kid.
Line and just
that'll be great.
So that'll be fun. And then after Disney Princess will be Carmel Full. Because I told Sarah, I was like, if I have the best race of my life for Monumental and then Carmel doesn't make sense for full mo training, then we can push it. I can drop it back to a half or I can do something. But then the other part of me is like, but the mug is on my desk.
Yeah.
And that says 26.2.
Yeah. Right.
And I can't drink out of a mug. It's the wrong distance.
The wrong distance. I know. I think I have one that I messed up that says 26.2 that I drink out of sometimes. And I think about that because I'm like, well, I've never run the marathon. I've only done the half there. And so it's like, meh. Okay.
And you're like, I've done.
It's fine.
I've done them. They're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
No one cares.
I know. No one. I have a mug that says that as well. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's perfect. Yeah. So let's talk more about your coaching.
Okay.
Because obviously you're new, but already have the start of a community. What do you think about, and you have such a great model in Sara Farney. Like, what do you think about as you look to build that community? So
I think my hope and dream for it, because, the stage is set for these phenomenal coaches who have BQ'd. They have done, Sarah with her 100-mile ultra, they have accomplished all these things. And so I'm like, I think my niche is going to be more of like, where can I get you to where you want to be? Like my early starting runners, my people who want to improve their time, or, I was working a little bit on the website today and I'm like, I am the poster child for committing to too much and still somehow making it happen and living 1,000 lives. And like, okay, if you have kids at home and you need to wake up at 5 and do a treadmill run, like how can we make that happen? Or you're traveling, where are your capabilities within that space that you're going to feel confident in your training but not overwhelmed and burnt out and still feel like I am enough to support you through that? Is kind of my idea, is where I like fit in. And hopefully just as like your own personal cheerleader, and like what do you need from me? Like,
And you were literally a cheerleader.
I was literally a cheerleader, so whatever you want.
I did not even think about that until right this moment. I'm
I'm
like,
here.
who else would you want on your sideline besides
someone whose
a
only
former
job.
NFL cheerleader? Do you get to keep your outfit?
So not mine.
Sorry, it's a tangent.
No, you're fine. Listening to today's podcast, you'll
Yeah.
sponsored by Tangents.
Yeah, I know.
But no, we do every 5 years, there's an alumni reunion.
Oh,
And so
fun.
as unis retire, so I have a retired uniform. So it was not mine, but it's one of the retired ones that I need still. That was when Eva was like 3 months old. So it's like 3 years old that I need to put in a shadow box and
Yeah,
like, make
that's
beautiful.
cool. Yeah.
I need to replace a few of the little Swarovskis and all that good stuff. But so no and.
But okay, so here's what I envision for you. You have to make a custom cheerleading uniform that you use when you cheer for your athletes.
That's what it is.
That's what it's
At this point, it'll look like one of those bikini t-shirts.
whatever.
Pace
yeah.
and purpose. Here we go.
No, you've got to get like the pom. I mean, yeah, that would be.
That would be good. Oh
would
my
be
gosh.
good.
I mean, and yeah, at the alumni weekends, you get new poms. And so the kids play with my poms all the time. And
I love how they're called poms.
Yeah.
Not pom-poms.
no, of course
You
not.
call them pom-poms.
If you're cool,
You call
grab
them
your
poms.
poms.
Don't you dare grab your pom-poms, you weirdo.
Oh my gosh. You know what's funny too? Speaking of like poms versus pom-poms, when I coached the high school team, they would get so over me all the time because some people call them costumes. Like, so their uniform, or for their competition wear and things like that. I'd be like, okay guys, like, do you have your uniforms packed? And they're like, oh my God, Bri, it's a costume. And I'm like, you are representing this team. That is your uniform.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so
Yeah,
like,
you're like...
that's very Colts. That's very like, no, you are a representation of this brand, and this brand is Fusion. Thanks.
Yeah. And you are wearing your uniform?
Oh my gosh. And one of them actually texted me the other day, and she was like, hey, I want to let you know I did a 5K. I'm so sorry for all the complaining that I did every time you made us run. And I'm
That's
like,
sweet. That's funny.
welcome.
You're like, yeah, now you're going to like it. Watch out.
yeah,
You're gonna
I
end up-
literally, I was like, whenever you do the mini, let me know and we can run it together. She's like,
Yeah.
Bri. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're going to. Yeah. You're like, just promise you that.
you say
You'll
that
start to like
now.
it.
It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm excited to start to see them. Because they're all, I
Right.
mean, they graduated college already. They're like grown-ups
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
with careers.
Yeah.
Like, no, you were 14. You're just a baby.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. And what platform are you using for coaching?
VDOT.
Okay.
It's just nice. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what Rachel uses.
and I love that I can see the accuracy. I can see the splits, which I'm sure other platforms use as well. But it's also like, that's what my coach uses.
Right. So you're used to operating there.
I'm used to, and so then it's like, ideally, a smoother user experience for everybody on both ends. Where I'm
Right.
like, I can just
Yeah.
put in here. And I really like one thing, and I don't know if Rachel does this as well, like Sara releases a week at a time, and I'm absolutely stealing that, because it's like I've already had to make adjustments where I'm like, okay, like we loved this pace, like we can try to step it up a notch, or like, okay, we didn't love that easy pace long run, I'm not going to add any pacing in until we start to that recovery week where you have fewer miles to try to maintain that pace. And because when I made my plan initially before I had Sara, it was analysis paralysis. I made this whole spreadsheet and all the things, and I'm like, I'm gonna mess myself up.
Yeah.
Which I did, but not because of that.
Yeah.
So
Well, speaking of spreadsheets, Sara made an excellent spreadsheet for the full Mo. So you'll have,
That's
I'm sure she'll make a revised
amazing.
one next year. I love it. Yeah. It like had all the, I'm like, I can appreciate
she's so
that.
organized. It's
That's amazing.
she and I communicate very well because of that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, and.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody has to, that helps a ton.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm excited because I had told her, I was like, Prairie on Fire 27, because Geist and Prairie are on the same day this year.
Oh, they are? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, that'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Geist. Okay, so you won't be a Geist, fine. And then she was like, but if you guys want to come to the tent afterwards, I'm like, I think I do want to do that.
I got to spectate again. It was so fun.
Yeah, so it's on my calendar. It's on my countdown. So we can do it in 27 because I'm like, I'll do the full Mo. I absolutely roped one of my athletes into doing the full mow. I'm like, we're kind of the same pace. Like, just lock it in.
That's the best. I did it with Rachel, like I said. I mean,
it was on the 4th.
Amazing.
He had some of my husband's, like, so he brews beer, but it was the 4th. And so we had a few brewskis.
Perfect.
And I was like, it just opened. Go ahead and register. It's so much fun. Like, why would you say that you couldn't? And he's like, you're right.
Oh my gosh, that's so perfect.
I'm absolutely peer pressuring.
That's how my best friend did her first marathon. She was the second episode of this podcast, like a million years ago.
So exciting.
Feels like. And she registered for her first marathon when she was drunk.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like,
yeah. And she was like, and then I just had to do it. I'm like, you could have just like eaten the money. She's like, no, I signed up for it.
It's on my emails. Like, I did it.
It's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's how the full mow happened. I was like looking at it. I saw your memories coming up, and then I saw Sara had registered, and I'm like,
yeah, it's fun. You'll like it. And for people who aren't local, it's a 50K that goes through our whole city, basically, from the suburbs or like farmland all the way to downtown.
North of me,
yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm excited.
It's fun. It's, I would definitely do it again.
Yeah. Well, and I'm like, it could be terrible, but like.
Some of it, here's the deal. Some of it was terrible.
Yeah.
And some of it wasn't.
That's great.
So that's good.
And then but the fountains at the end. I'm like, I will hand that phone off so fast.
Just lay in the splash pad. I mean, every marathon should have a splash pad at the end. Say every spring, because or maybe even Chicago. Chicago gets warm, but usually Monumental is cold. You wouldn't want to dive in.
Oh my gosh, I hope we have weather like last year. Did you do Monumental last year?
I did the half last year.
Gosh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
We spectated Ryan. I made like the cutouts and
everything.
Oh,
excellent.
And, I brought mimosas and donuts. We had a great time. Probably had a better time last year than I would.
I always like to say spectating is a sport. You can be good at it.
Yes.
And you can improve.
So much fun.
And I find that doing that brings me almost as much joy.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and it was funny too, because Ryan, I didn't tell him anybody was coming. And so then all of a sudden he looked and there were, I think we ended up having like 15 people.
Oh, that's so fun.
Just like with his cutout face screaming. And I'm like, that's really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, you know how it feels to have people on the sidelines.
Yes.
It's like, that means a lot.
Just to see like, okay, you took time out of your day to come support this dream that I have, where I'm not winning anything.
Right.
I'm just completing something that is meaningful to me and like a reward of all these months of all the hard work that you put in. And that matters to good friends. So
yeah. See, now I'm at a point though where I've done so many half marathons that my family, my friends,
they're like a half is fine.
Don't even care about that. It's not that they don't care, but they're just like, oh, you ran another half marathon. Like, didn't you just run one yesterday? Like, it's just kind of what happens. And I've done 9 marathons, and so that's. My gosh. It's a lot, awesome. But relatively speaking, in this world, you're like, well, it doesn't feel like that many.
It doesn't feel like, but it is.
But it still is.
It's so many.
Yeah. So I'll definitely do another marathon.
Nice.
I have to do at least 10. Obviously.
I'm not here to tell you.
Right.
But
but
it's a beautiful number.
Yeah. Well, and the BQ thing. I think if I really want to go for it, I can. And but I've kind of still been noodling with like, do I really want it, or is it something that I just feel like I should want?
Do you just see it? Or do you want that's where I was like, okay, let's do the full mow, because that's maybe where I need to start going. Yeah. But then again, I'm like, okay, well, if I get through Carmel and my feet feel great and I'm just getting faster, like maybe there's hope. Yeah. And if there isn't, there isn't. And that was one thing that Ryan and I talked about too, because I forced him into a coaching scenario with Sara, because I was like, I can't be the only one that believes in your dreams, but like I am not experienced enough to be pushing you to this goal. Yeah. And so I was like, you need to set up a meeting. I said, I don't care. Here are like 4 different coaches that you can use, talk to people. But if you want it, like I'm here for you to want that, but I can't put the miles on your legs. I can't get up early. I can't do all of those things. So it's been really fun to watch that shift, because he was very much like, I'm just running and I want to get faster. And he was getting faster, but not exponentially. Sure. And so I'm like, might as well try something different. That hasn't worked.
So how will you manage the young kids and the marathon training?
So we currently are doing, both of us run on Mondays. He does Tuesdays. I'll do Thursdays with the work group, and then his long run is Saturday, and mine are usually Friday or Sunday. Okay, yeah. And then, especially with this slower build, it's easier because I have to do some biking, and we have an indoor bike at home. Okay, yeah. And so I'm like, I can do my cardio
while the kids are playing, and
whenever, and they're fine, and they're pretty good at like staying out of our gym space. And so just little by little. I'm trying to be more intentional about stretching too.
Ugh. Yeah.
Because
so
you
bad.
would think with all the dance and everything, like, oh yeah, of course stretching is important. Like I can throw my leg above my head. Like, that matters. But now I'm like, no, like when your shin is hurting and your calf is just rubber.
Jeez.
Like, you need maybe a little bit more help.
Mm-hmm.
So have the scraper, have the percussion gun. I do all the...
What time do you run on Friday?
So I usually do early, like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Depending on the mileage.
Yeah. Do you work remote some of the time you said?
1 day a week.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's been really helpful because I get up before the kids, I get some work in, start my work day, finish those hours. Sometimes I'll run, get the kids home from daycare, get them ready for bed, all the things. And then sometimes those days just end up with a couple hours of work on the couch if something needs flexed.
Right, yeah.
Because if I have an 18-mile run and like I can't do it on Sunday or something, and
right,
like, that turns into 410s. And
then,
But I'm very lucky and blessed that a lot of my job has that flexibility. And
like, that's great.
And also, I'm much calmer when I'm able to run. I'm like level set.
Yeah, I know.
Anxiety is at a low.
My husband gets fed up with my running, frankly, and I'm like, do you want me to not run? You're not gonna like me.
There's gonna be a whole new
yeah.
No, I didn't really realize how much the running had really like taken off helping me like sleep and all of the things. There was one point Ryan woke up, it was like a few weeks ago, it was before I was able to run again, so probably June, and he goes, when are you cleared to run? And I was like, it's 6:30, why are you mad? It's so early. And he was like, you did not sit still all night. You just tossed and turned. And I'm like, yeah, hopefully soon.
Right.
And he was like, you slept so much better during that training block.
Right.
Because I usually don't, because I have too many things going on. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to get up and I need to start work and I need to do, and I need to do all of these other things that truly I don't.
Yeah.
But
right.
In my head.
I understand. In your head. I know.
Yeah.
Ugh, believe me. There's just a long list of things always in my head. Always.
And that links back to the CycleBar coaching, is because I was like, I wasn't working out at home because I was like, the laundry needs done, the house needs clean. I should be playing with this kid. Like, he doesn't need me for 30 minutes. He's truly fine.
Yeah.
I have a great partner in my husband. Like, he can be with his dad for 30 minutes while you work out.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Leaving the house was helpful.
Yes. My husband likes to leave the house to do his work. So he does F45. That's his jam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a few friends that do that.
He loves it.
Love it.
Loves it, yeah. So, but for me, I'm like, I don't care. I can work out at home. I love group fitness. I really do. Yeah. But I don't need that as my motivator to do it.
I like the camaraderie of it. And that's why I love the way that running's going. Because it's like, and like with the coach, like I have that personal accountability in Sara. Like, even though she's not on the app every day, like, hey, it is 6 p.m. Why have you not run yet?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
But I know that the support is there, and then I can go talk to other people who are also training for that race, and I can do all these other things, and that just makes it like group fitness. It's like ish.
Right.
It's group
well, you're
light.
I'm part of a team. You're part of a team.
Yes.
Yeah, which is not something I really ever anticipated getting out of having a coach either.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think you would.
Yeah, and it's
because like cool. I don't know, and I think so many of us are just coming from sports or activities, whether that's track or dance or basketball, softball. You know, you do that all throughout your youth, and you build the ethic, you build the heart, the perseverance, the accountability, the timeliness, and then you lose it when you get into adulthood, especially if you don't play collegiate sports or you don't do these things. And this is like sneaking it back in, where you're like, no one cares truly, but they love it when you're there.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely. Amen.
Preach it.
That was perfect.
Thank you.
Clip that.
Just
that's the clip. Okay, I'm going to ask you the end of the podcast.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay.
Questions.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, my first question is, what is your favorite running song and or mantra?
I have both. Because,
excellent.
Yeah. So the easy go-to song is Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. The little is so nice.
Hold on. Go. Which one?
It starts with like and then it's like come from the yes.
Okay, I'm with
like,
you.
Come from the land and the
I don't know. I'm not very good with certain songs and like knowing who it's by, but yes, I do know.
So
that song.
Thor Ragnarok then opened with it, and I was in the theater like such a nerd, just like yes,
I love this song,
babe.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my song. And he's like, we're in a movie theater.
That's great. That's good.
So that's the song. It always, like, it is such a good hype song.
That is a good one.
Like, it makes you so excited all
Yeah.
the time. And then mantra. So it's always been kind of in the back of my mind, but it's really solidified. We ended up buying our house last August, from a family friend. So
Oh, wow.
she had built this house with her late husband in 2001. He passed 7 or 8 years ago from cancer, and his whole thing was you get to do all of these things that aren't exciting. You get to do all these things that your body like is tired by. And it stuck with me. And then when we bought Annie's house, they did a thing where they decorated light switches, for him. And I have a light switch now going into our basement, and it says you get to on it. And then, God bless Ryan, he, for the 6th anniversary of marriage, it's iron. And he got wrought iron script for our gallery wall. And it says you get to, because he was like, I really want our kids to see that every day. And it's just back to the like.
So cool. I want to see a picture of it.
I have a picture. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Or show it to you.
Yeah.
4
Both.
feet from now.
Yeah.
But it's just like, how lucky are we thing again.
Right.
It's like you get to be tired. Your legs get to carry you all of these miles in this godforsaken heat and humidity.
Yeah.
But like,
you get to run.
You get to run.
You're
you
not
get
injured.
to have a stronger heart. You get and
Yeah.
it's just, it's nice.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
Important.
Yeah. That's one of my most favorite.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's good. Especially when you're like, oh, I have, and you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I get to.
You can just skip your workout.
Right.
You
Yeah.
absolutely can. Should you? Do you need to?
Yeah.
Or like, do you get to do that?
Yeah. Amen. Okay. And then we've talked about your next finish line at Geist.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So September 12th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. What, do you know how many years they've been running Geist?
I think 15-ish.
Okay.
Or it started in 15. I should
Okay.
know.
Well, I mean, shoot, Monumental. I mean, it's hard to keep track of all
It's-
the years of stuff and how
so
long things have
hard.
been happening. Shoot, we don't even know what year it is half the time.
I know there was gold on my mini marathon this year.
You're like, it was yellow.
There was yellow.
Yeah, and so that was that year.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be exciting to see.
I'm excited. And it's like the rolling hills. It's a beautiful course. I mean, like, it's going to be really challenging. Mm-hmm. But also, I think it being challenging helps me not go for a PR.
Yeah, I
when
love
shouldn't
Geist.
at
I
this
know,
point.
you know what? I know a few people who've PR'd there, which blows my mind.
That's
but
amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And then I tell myself, oh, I like the hills. You just got to tell yourself you like it.
Well, because you go down.
Yeah.
Who cares about the going up?
Yeah, and you're just like, it's a
go
change in your muscle. Like, you get to use different muscles, and
Yes.
you just
I know
do
one
it.
of
Just
my
grind through
favorite
it.
coaches from Orange Theory, Coach Tony, he says flat roads, flat butts. And I'm like, you know what?
I like that. That
Yes.
should be on I'm sure there's a shirt
Yeah,
that says that
right?
somewhere.
Flat
That's pretty
roads,
good.
flat butts.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna think of that when the next hill I'm up.
I keep trying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
maybe you should put that on the back of your shorts.
just like the juicy. Just
Yeah, just says flat roads, flat butts. And so
Yeah.
then, anyway. Yeah, we
More
go on
marketing,
and on.
more
Yeah,
branding.
more marketing, more opportunities. Well, yeah, Bri 10. If people, is that 10% off?
It is 10% off.
okay.
Yep. So if you have not yet registered,
Go do it.
go do it.
Yeah, I love Geist. I did it the first few years they had it, and then
Mm-hmm.
my husband and I got married the weekend they used to have it, which was in mid-May.
Yep.
And then I've done it, I think only one time since they've moved it to September.
Yeah.
But I will definitely be back at that race at some point.
It's just nice. And the post-race party is really nice. They've got, I think it was Mashcraft last year that came, and just breweries. They've got coffee.
Yeah, it's so pretty out there too.
It's so
love.
pretty.
I mean, all the houses and
Yeah, you go through some neighborhoods.
yeah.
So people, again, spectating being a sport.
Right.
People are out there.
Yeah.
Cheering
Chalk
for you
on the streets.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
fun. So
Yeah, it's great. Well, thank you for doing this. I'm so
thank
glad
you.
we finally met.
I know, me too.
Your energy is just infectious. I don't know if people tell you that a lot, but it is. You are going to make such a great coach and
Thank you so
cheerleader.
much. I
Yeah,
hope so.
absolutely. And yeah, well, thanks everybody for listening.
Thanks for having me.
Happy running.
Happy running.
Hey, before you go, if you enjoyed Finish Lines and Milestones, you might also enjoy a new show that has come to the Sandy Boy Productions podcast network. Maybe running will help. It's hosted by Nikki Tamburino, and it's running and personal development, mindset, identity, comeback stories, the stuff behind the miles. Search Maybe Running Will Help wherever you listen and give it a follow. There's plenty of other shows in the network as well. As always, check out the show notes, subscribe to my weekly emails. If you missed it, there is a new episode of Catching Up with Coach for the month of August that I recorded with my coach Rachel Cinders this week, and I will see you again next Friday. Thanks for listening. Bye.